Buddho Bodhaya Dipiti Dandoyo Dhammataya Sa Dhammataya Dando Dhammantino Vadaranaya Sa Nibuddho Nibbanataya Lokattaranami Lokatarano Lokatumai Gozaya Dasu Pito Mudo Yo Nago Buddha Naga Miro Yadya Sindi Atota Jinya Swabhyadi Buddha Tissalin Kuro Rain To 20 Miendo Muri Pye Bodhaya Sa Chutai Tatu Bubulu Rokutu Tenlin Tija Bazi Jinchu Ngalagao Tanto Kuroga Bin Chido Mui Pye Dhammataya Sa Chutai Tatu Bubulu Rokutu Mayin Yin Chi Jasi Chin Ngalagao Tanto Kuranga Bin Kilita Upu Kate Yin Do Mui Pye Dhammataya Sa Chutai Tatu Bubulu Rokutu Mayin Kilita Pu Ninja Basi Chin Ngalagao Dino Vatandeya Nelwan Garachango Gutan Tochao Kuroran Yaupi Piri Karanaya Sa Kuro Tatu Chutai
ये ना भी वे के बारे स्वकीय के बारे सोचिए के बारे यार ये भावना तो कि मेरे सारे आयु भावना मेरा का नहीं बात है भी सब बात है हमारे लिए या भी दाई खाना भी सेवा सामने जाता है फिलहाल इसमें जाना है इधर देवता ने ठंडा करना इधर या तमा स्वयं ने लगा पाउंड भी बेयान के जावा से सत्य के जावा से दोषी के जावा समझ ना सिर्फ ये ना ये भावना तो जी मेरे लिए आयु भावना मेरा का नहीं बात है भी सब बात है हमारे लिए
ठीक छोड़े एकदम लगी ये तो
नहीं बात से quá là miếng ngát này
तो ये चुने में
其他的不一样，其他的关上面的，那个讲的一样များတဲ့အချိန်မှာစိတ်ကစိုးရမှုတွေများတယ်မကောင်းဘူးကြာ
Ima
delivers a vision of tops and down his arms. So this is the motivation. Nadu me bandi nango Iza bawarna banaradi Yadi nangala badagalang nango Damana widikan bawariya
feel joy and happiness to be in Myanmar, where the Theravada Buddhism is practiced and preserved so well. Especially, we are really happy and admire all venerable monks, nuns, and yogis here who are practicing meditation with great efforts all the time to purify their mind for the attainment of enlightenment, Nibbana.
Please hold the material notes and raise them up.
ခိုင်းလိုက်ဆိုရင်မေယံပန်ကြီးသံသာရဝိတ္တဒုက္ခတောဘောဓနထာယဣမံ
လုံးချင်းပြတ်အပ်ရအောင်
Katina marks the end of rain retreat. On this occasion, may the bodies come together to offer robes to the community of Sangha. As the offering of Katina robes is Sangika Dana, then it is considered one of the greatest meritorious activities by the
ဘုညံမီဉာဏ်ဉာဏ်သာမြတ်မပြုပါယတိအာနညညညည
trong lưu trong học năm cái san tôi ạ áo đưa như là cái san tôi ạ ship vào cái san tôi ạ ship vào cho
We would like to ask the reverse thanker 3 times. If you are poor in rope, please speak out. Is there any bhikkhu who is poor in the rope? For the second time, if there any bhikkhu who is poor in the rope? For the third time, is there any bhikkhu who is poor in the rope?
Tonight, on the request of the donors from China and Singapore, all of us are actually very fortunate to gather in Medam Vihari here and listen to the Dharma preached by Bandi Uruwaga in the form of question and answer.
We don't talk much about insight meditation.
我们常常都讲关于这个修观，只是修观场的。
But we don't really know what are the objects of insight meditation. The objects of insight meditations are the first noble truth, ultimate neutrality and materiality, and the second noble truth, causes and their effects. So without having realized the first noble truth and the second noble truth, impossible to practice insight meditation. So we here teach first Anapana to all the beginners, and then 10 Kasiyam and 8 attainments. And then we teach not yet supernatural power, but we know and see ultimate mentality and materiality, which are the first noble truth. But I will not teach any tradition, but I will teach the way the Buddha taught. To make all of you understand clearly, let me explain a little bit more. Buddha taught 3 trainings: the training of morality, the training of concentration, and the training of insight. You know what is the training of morality? For about the training of concentration, you need to know that the Buddha taught 40 kinds of meditation objects, and among 30 leads to absorption, and the rest helps to access concentration. For about the serenity practitioners, they must first develop absorption concentration. After that, they need to continue the training of insight. When the Buddha taught without training, how many meditation objects the Buddha taught? Materiality meditation and mentality meditation. Okay? When the Buddha taught Rupa meditation, Buddha taught 4 elements meditation in brief or detailed methods. So, after having developed absorption, concentration, the serenity practitioners need to continue 4 elements meditation to know and to see the ultimate materiality. So when they practice 4 elements meditation after having developed Anapana 4th jhana, finally they can break their body down into very tiny small particles. And they need to analyze ultimate materiality exists in each particle. After that, they need to continue mentality meditation to know, to see ultimate mentality. Then we continue teaching meditators to know and to see causes and effects. At that time, they are ready to proceed insight meditation. Okay, this is not a tradition, this is the way taught by Buddha. That's why those who could practice, they appreciate very much. Oh, now we are practicing what the Bodhisattva had practiced, what the Buddha had practiced, what many of his disciples had practiced, not proper methods. If you emulate the way the Bodhisattva practiced for his enlightenment, it is also possible for you to practice here. I will teach you that.
Wa Today, I would like to explain about dependent origination.
오늘은 연기에 대해서 말씀을 드리겠습니다.
One day, when the river Ananda was practicing in Andavana forest, together with our Lord Buddha. While discerning always in this way, dependent origination factors are very clear to his mind. He approached to the Buddha in the evening. Then he informed to the Buddha, Pandit, dependent origination is actually very deep and profound. However, it is very clear to my mind. In this way, he informed to the Buddha. At the dying, Buddha says to the Venerable Ananda, you should not tell like that, you should not tell like that. Itasananda Dhammasa Analu Buddha Abdi Veda Eva Maya Bacha Tanda Kulaga Chada Kulaga Nika Chada Moja Pabaja Buddha Abhaya Dogade Unipada Sansara Nadi Buddhadi. Do you understand?
이해하셨어요?
지금 빨리어로 개성을 하셨는데 이해하셨어요?
Maybe I recite this subject because this is not my original speech. This is original speech is Buddha's teaching. I want to explain in this way. What is the meaning? Another, because of not understanding by direct knowledge this dependent origination, and because of not penetrating by different stages of direct knowledge this dependent origination, all these beings are not escape from the round of rebirth. They cannot escape from the fourfold states. Quoting this sutta, especially Visuddhimagga and the Samoha Vinodani commentary explains Bhavachaka Mabhadalitawa Asani Uchaka Miwa Nicha Nimatana Sansara Bhaya Madida Nagochi Supi Nandre Pyachi. What is the meaning? So the meaning is samadhi is like a stone. Upon this stone, you must sharpen your wisdom light.
Wisdom,
Light.
mind,
life.
삼매란 부처님께서 이런
What is the meaning? Concentrated mind is the primary cause of wisdom faculty. If there is no concentration, wisdom faculty cannot work. It is passion. For example, now please pay attention to your body. Can you see clappers?
자, 예를 들면 여러분 몸에 주목을 해보십시오. 깔라파를 볼 수 있나요?
Can you see?
보여요?
No, because you have no concentration. But concentrated mind can see these clappers as well as can analyze those clappers and can see ultimate materiality as well as ultimate mentality and as well as their causes, that is dependent origination. What are clappers? Maybe they translate very closely subatomic particles. These clappers are not ultimate materiality. This is the smallest group of materiality. As soon as you see space, then you can see clappers. You must practice 4 elements meditation if you want to see this space element. What are 4 elements? Earth element, water element, fire element, and wind element. If you practice 4 elements meditation systematically, when your concentration deep becomes deep enough, you can see transparent body like ice block because you cannot see space element. If you do not see space element, you cannot break down the compactness. If you cannot break down the compactness, you cannot see kalapa. At that time, Buddha teach to see space. That concentrated mind on the four elements object also produce strong, powerful light. That light is called the light of wisdom. With the assistance of the light of wisdom, if you penetrate to see space element, at that time you can see space. As soon as you see space, then you can see kalapas. If you see four elements in each kalapa, this is the last stage of samatha. Last stage of samatha as well as the beginning stage of vipassana. Because of this reason, this four elements meditation is both sides, samatha and vipassana. If you get some four elements in each particle, each kalapa, then you should continue to discern color, odor, flavor, nutritive, acid, light faculty, transparency, etc. You can easily discern these derivative materialities. Buddha teach Agasa Dhatu space element. For clear understanding of these derivative materialities. In some kalapas there are 10 types of materialities such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, light faculty, and eye transparency. In the same way, you should understand ear transparency, nose transparency, tongue transparency, and body transparency. Why they are called transparency? Yakhadi incha vida, Rubadina Gahana Bhavina, Rubadina Gahana Vichya Bhavina, Adasa Talamviya Vipasanada Pasada Rupa. This is the definition given in Visuddhimagga about the purification. But I will explain the meaning. There are 5 transparent rupas, materialities. So if there is no eye transparency, eye consciousness cannot arise. If eye consciousness cannot arise, then one cannot see color. In the same way, other transparencies are also you should understand in the same way. If there is body transparency, body consciousness arises depending on body transparency. Body consciousness can feel tangible object. In some kalapas there are, in the same way, 10 types of materiality, but they are not transparent. They are opaque kalapas. There are 2 important materialities, Sat determining materiality and heart base. Heart base is mind base for mind consciousness. That heart base arises depending on inside your heart. There is blood. Depending on that blood, this heart base arises. So altogether, there are different types of derivative materialities. If you can analyze these kalapas in this way, at that time only you can understand ultimate materiality. But nowadays there are many scientists. They do not understand about these kalapas completely. What is the reason? In their laboratory, they can test only temperature-borne materiality. According to Buddha's teaching, this group, if we divide these rupas, there are 4 groups. Number 1 is karma-borne materiality. Number 2 is mind-borne materiality. Number 3 is temperature-borne materiality. Number 4 is nutriment-borne materiality. Karma is connected with previous karma, no present karma. Present karma is if there is any future existence. This is the cause for future material, future five aggregates only. So, to understand this is karma-borne materiality, we must try to discern 5 past causes. But these 5 past causes I will explain later. Every consciousness which arise depending on heart pace, can produce mind-born materiality. So without understanding heart pace, without understanding mind consciousness which arises depending on heart pace, you cannot discern mind-born materiality. Here, please try to see. Penny, Sraje. Which produce this penny? Which produce this Sraje? Your mind. That mind is arise depending on your heart pace. That mind produce uncountable mind-born kalabas. These kalabas spread throughout the body. Up to this end, they also spread. So, if you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. Among these 8, there is wind element. That wind element again produces bodily intimation. Because of this bodily intimation, new kalabas always rising and passing away. The new kalabas, they cannot rise same place, in the same place. They rise in different place. That different place rising is, you may see this is Bene Sraje. But if you see kalabas, you cannot see this finger. You can see only kalabas. These kalabas, there are 8 types. Among 8 types, there is bodily intimation. That bodily, because of this bodily intimation, the whole, all rupas, they do not rise same place. If you do not see this process, then we can say you do not understand mind-born materiality. Here is also another consciousness. Here, I consciousness. That I consciousness cannot produce mind-born materiality. In the same way, ear consciousness also cannot produce mind-born materiality. Nose consciousness also cannot produce mind-born materiality. Tongue consciousness also cannot produce mind-born materiality. Body consciousness also cannot produce mind-born materiality. In the same way, your brain, I want to tell about this. If you can discern 4 elements in your brain, you can see brain is nothing but a group of kalabas. Among those kalabas, one kalaba is body decade kalaba. In that body decade kalaba, there is body transparency. Depending on body transparency, body consciousness can arise. Body consciousness knows only tangible object. That body consciousness also cannot produce mind-born materiality. Depending on that body transparency in your brain, there are 8 types of mentality, including body consciousness. Among, I will calculate this 8 because I have something to tell about this problem. Number 1, consciousness. Number 2, number 3, feeling. This is neutral feeling. Then number 4 is perception.
Yes.
Number 5 is volition. Number 6 is one-pointedness. Number 7 is life faculty. Number 8 is attention. So altogether, 8 types of mentalities only. Among these 8 types, there is no wisdom faculty. Wisdom faculty is dependent on your heart pace only, according to Buddha's teaching. But you can discern practically. So now we have explained karma-born materiality. Number 2, mind-born materiality. And now number 3, temperature-born materiality. What is temperature? In your eye, there is eye decade kalaba together with eye transparency. If you analyze, there are 10 types of materiality. Among 10 types, there is fire element. That fire element can produce 4 or 5 generation new kalapas. This is temperature-borne materiality. In the same way, in your mind-borne kalapa, if you analyze your mind-borne kalapa, in each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. But this mind power is very different. Ordinary mind, such as now you are listening, or I am talking, such type of mind, listening mind, that fire element can produce 2 or 3 generations only. However, if your mind is like jhana mind or vipassana mind, that mind has strong power. That mind can produce uncountable millions of kalapas. Now many meditators, they can see light here, etc. What is that light? This is the light of wisdom. So how this arises? You are discerning your breath, or you are concentrating on your breath object, or you are concentrating on your nimitta, anapana nimitta. If you can concentrate well, and if your concentration also becomes deeper and deeper, at that time that concentrated mind associates with wisdom faculty. That wisdom faculty, when this wisdom faculty's power is very strong and powerful, then that mind can produce jhana mind, especially jhana mind, can produce strong powerful lights, not only internally but also externally. These kalapas spread throughout the body. Among those, if one analyzes those kalapas, in each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is kala. That kala begins luminous and bright. Again, if you analyze those kalapas, in each kalapa there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is fire element. That fire element is called temperature. That temperature also produces uncountable many millions of kalapas. Again, if you analyze these kalapas, in each kalapa there are also in the same way 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types there is kala. That kala also luminous and bright. This temperature burn light not only internally but also up to externally spread. So internal light is both two types. 2 types is mind-borne kalapas kala as well as temperature-borne kalapas kala. 2 types of kalapas kala. But externally there is only temperature-borne kalapas kala only. Depending on concentration, wisdom faculty's power is very strong. When concentration is very deep, wisdom faculty power also very great. When the power of wisdom faculty is very great, then the light of wisdom is very bright. So scientists, they do not understand this process of mind-borne materiality as well as temperature-borne materiality. Karma-borne materiality is only internally, not externally. Mind-borne materiality also rises only internally, not externally. Why they do not rise in external in animate world? As soon as they rise, these kalapas, mind-borne materiality as well as karma-borne materiality, as soon as they rise, they pass away very quickly. There is no time to carry from this body to laboratory. Their lifespan is only 70 moment only. 70. Very short. Their lifespan is very short. So they cannot carry up to laboratory. Now every day we are eating. Food is inside our stomach. If a meditator gains the some 4 elements in that newly eaten food, undigested food, they can see food is nothing but a group of kalabas. Throughout our body there are life knowledge kalabas. Among those life knowledge kalabas there is fire element. That fire element is called digestive fire. When the digestive fire supports this nutritive essence of newly eaten food, that nutritive essence can produce new generation, new kalabas. In laboratory, there is no digestive fire. So because of this reason, they do not understand this nutritive as materiality. They can carry only one piece of flesh to the laboratory. If one meditator can discern this piece, which they carry to laboratory, this piece is a group of kalabas. If one analyzes these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality. What is the source? In each kalaba there is fire element. That fire element can produce new generation, new kalaba. In that new generation there is also again fire element. That fire element again produces another new generation. They can test in their own laboratory this temperature bomb materiality only. They cannot understand, especially in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality, because their investigation is in different way. My meaning is we Buddhists are very lucky.
우리 불자들은 아주 운이 좋습니다.
We can, if we practice systematically, we can understand 4 types of materiality by your own direct knowledge. This is the materiality aggregate only. This is the object of vipassana. If you do not understand this materiality by your direct knowledge, if you practice vipassana, your vipassana is just superficial only.
Alo mà bỏ đi bị chúng ta mà không này alo
Đi vào đi Niska dạ quên rồi bố là phải bị có một người
không à đó là nhỏ thì bố đi chả
တခုဖြစ်အဲ့ရုပ်ထဲမှာပေါ့ဩဇာထဲမှာအမြဲတမ်းဥဒုနဲ့ဩဇာအမြဲတမ်းပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တပည့်တော်ဥဒုကိုသိသိပြည့်တဲ့အတွက်ဩဇာကိုလည်းဆက်လို့ရှောက်တယ်
So, number one, you should try to understand the noble truth of suffering. What is noble truth of suffering? Sankhaitena Vinchubhadana Khanda Dukkha. This is in the past sermon, Dhamma Chekka Bodhana Sutta, the Dhamma Wheel Turning in Motion Sutta, Buddha display. In brief, 5 clinging aggregates are the noble truth of suffering. So, what are 5 clinging aggregates? The clinging aggregate of materiality, the clinging aggregate of feeling, the clinging aggregate of perception, the clinging aggregate of formations, and the clinging aggregate of consciousness. Altogether, there are 5 clinging aggregates. Among these 5 clinging aggregates, the clinging aggregate of materiality is materiality, rupa. The clinging aggregate of feeling, the clinging aggregate of perception, the clinging aggregate of formations, and the clinging aggregate of consciousness. These 4 aggregates are mentality, nama. 5 clinging aggregates in nama, rupa, mentality, and materiality are same meaning. So, if you want to become noble one, like Sotapanna, Satrivanna, etc., first you must try to understand the noble truth of suffering. This is 5 clinging aggregates of mentality and materiality by your direct knowledge. Among 5 aggregates, I had explained materiality aggregate in my previous talk. Then you must continue to discern ultimate mentality. For some meditators who have already practiced jhana practice, they can easily discern this mentality. In one mind moment, for example, like I am consciousness mind moment, there are 8 types of mental formations. In some mind moments, like jhana, past jhana concentration, there are 34 mental formations. If the meditator cannot differentiate, this is consciousness, this is contact, this is feeling, this is perception, this is volition, etc., then we cannot say he or she understands mentality. What is Buddha's instruction? Especially in Mahasatipatthana Sutta, 4 foundations of mindfulness, correct 4 foundations of mindfulness Sutta, Buddha says this system. Iti ijadava kaya kaya nupasi viharati, vahidava kaya kaya nupasi viharati, Ijada Vaidava Kaya Kaya Lupasi Viharati. What is the meaning? Thus he abides desane, ultimate materiality and mentality internally. Thus he abides desane, ultimate materiality and mentality externally. Thus he abides desane, ultimate materiality and mentality both internally and externally. There are two reasons. One reason is if you can discern ultimate materiality as well as ultimate mentality both internally and externally, at that time you can discern dependent origination. Another reason is to contemplate as anicca, dukkha, anatta both internally and externally. Usually we have attachment not only to ourselves but also to external things. Is it true? You already understand.
Yeah.
So, the power of vipassana. If you can contemplate internal materiality and mentality as nature, dukkha and anatta, then attachment to internal body disappears temporarily. If you can contemplate both internally and externally as nature, dukkha, anatta, at that time only your insight knowledge can destroy attachment to both internally and externally. If the vipassana insight can destroy the defilements temporarily, at that time only path and fruition knowledge can arise at the end of matured insight knowledge. At that time only path knowledge can destroy defilements completely without remainder, stage by stage. So because of this reason, before discerning dependent origination, first you must try to discern ultimate materiality and mentality both internally and externally. If there is no light of wisdom, eye consciousness cannot see. Eye consciousness also can see just color only, but mind, wisdom, eye, in different ways, many ways they can see. Mind, wisdom, I can see ultimate, this is ultimate materiality, this is ultimate mentality, this is nature, this is dukkha, this is anatta, etc. In different ways, many ways they can see. you want to practice dependent origination to understand by your direct knowledge, first you must try to discern ultimate mentality and materiality both internally and externally. If a meditator gets on this proximate past causes, then she should try to discern mentality and materiality but up to the conception stage. For example, she should try to discern this morning mentality, materiality, yesterday mentality, materiality, day before yesterday mentality, materiality, etc. Then up to the inside mother's womb, up to the conception stage or birth linking mind movement stage. After discerning ultimate materiality and mentality in conception stage in this very life, then a meditator must continue to discern mentality and materiality in previous existence, especially near death moment. Usually in time of birth linking mind movement or conception stage, there are 3 types of materialities and 24 types of mental formations. 3 types of kalabas are body decade kalaba, sat decade kalaba, and heart decade kalaba. In each kalaba there are 10 types of materiality such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive acid, life quality, and body transparency or sex determining materiality or heart base. After discerning this materiality and mentality, one should continue to discern ultimate materiality and mentality in previous life. According to Buddha's teaching, in previous life, last mind movement is called death consciousness mind movement. In this very life, first mind movement is called birth linking mind movement. Between these 2 mind movements, death consciousness mind movement and birth linking mind movement, there is no gap, no interval life. Immediately after death consciousness finished, then birth linking mind movement in this very life arises. The meditator must try to see these 2 types of mind movements. Then he should try to see death proximate object in previous life. I would like to explain with one example. A lady, when she discerned that proximate object, she saw she is offering food to the Sangha. However, while offering food to the Sangha, she is no woman, she is bhikkhu. So, when she discerned one by one 4 elements in each person, other mentality and materiality are not one line to her mentality and materiality. But when she discerned one bhikkhu, offering, then his mentality and materiality are one line up to this present moment. Then I suggest her to discern actually while offering food, mentality and materiality. To discern mentality and materiality while she is really offering food to the Sangha. While offering food, she had no wish to become woman in future existence. But she had one type of inclination for this problem. While visiting to different pagodas, on the way, accidentally, he saw one lady, very beautiful and with long hair. That lady's hair is very thick and very long. She is very beautiful.
아름다운 여성이었어요.
And then that bhikkhu has the desire to be like that lady.
바로 그때 그 비구는 이 여성과 같이 되고 싶다라는 욕망이 생겼습니다.
This is problem.
그것이 문제였던 거죠.
Then one day he offered to the food to the Sangha. When offering food, he had such memory.
그 음식을 보양할 때 그 기억이 났던 것입니다.
So he had inclination to be such a beautiful and thick and long haired woman. One my moment, he said.
한순간에 침찰나였습니다.
One my moment he said to become man or to become woman. If he knows beautiful woman with long hair, such understanding is wrong understanding. This wrong understanding is called avijja, ignorance. Depending on this ignorance, she had attachment to that woman's life. That attachment is called craving, tanha. Then repeated attachment is called clinging, upadana. These three are the development rounds, kilesa, order. So depending on this development round, she accumulates wholesome karma. Which type of wholesome karma? Offering food to the Sangha. While offering food to the Sangha, there are 34 mineral formations. These 34 mineral formations are called sankhara. But these sankharas are also nature and permanent. As soon as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. But when they pass away, perishing away, they left behind the karma potentiality which can produce new existence. So altogether there are 5 causes: ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations, and karma potentiality. So karma already exists. It is not easy to destroy. If you want to destroy this karma, then you must try to be arhat. Only arhat can destroy completely without remainder this karma potentiality. So altogether there are 5 causes already exist. Then these 5 causes become mature in time of death. Because of the mature to this karma potentiality, in time of death, this object appear again. This object means offering food to the Sangha, this object appear again. So because of this karma potentiality, then if she trying to see causal relationship between cause and effect, then karma potentiality in this very life, of rupa materiality, and kind of birth and mind moment. So she trying to see both sides, karma potentiality, materiality, karma potentiality, materiality. Then this karma potentiality produces these 30 types of materiality. She already see. So mind produces mind from materiality. In the same way, this karma also produces karma from materiality, and then of birth, decay, by moment. After discerning this cause and effect, she cried a lot. We could become woman, others white.
피부가 여성이 됐지 않습니까?
Is it okay? Good?
아, 좋은 겁니까?
So one mind movement is very important.
그래서
While
하나의
accumulating karma, if you cannot control your mind, this is problem. That lady and this very light, very thick and very long hair. Karma create this one. When she stand up, her hair is on the floor, very long. Not your hair like that.
그녀는 이 생에서 정말 아름답고 산단같이 두껍고.
So karma is very wonderful. If you understand this divided origination by your direct knowledge, at that time only you can become real Buddhist. Why? You cannot change because you understand karma produces karma, materiality and mentality. At that day you will not accept there is creator there is no karma, or there is no future existence, there is no past existence. Such type of wrong views will never rise to your mind. Buddha only teach there is cause, there is effect. But Buddha also teach because of the complete cessation of causes, aggregates also cease completely without reminder. That cessation is also called Nirodha Satya, the cessation of suffering. In Tikayana Sutta. Buddha only teach there is cause, there is effect. Any question? Five causes we have already explained: ignorance, craving, clinging, formation, sankhara, original formations, and karma potentiality, 5 aggregates arise. This is causal arising. Then causal cessation means because of the complete cessation of these 5 causes, ignorance, craving, clinging, original formations, and karma potentiality, the 5 aggregates cease completely without reminder. That complete cessation is because of Arahant. Arahant destroys all defilements, ignorance, craving, and clinging. Because of the complete cessation of these causes, then 5 aggregates after final cessation no more exist. That complete cessation only. But here Buddha teaching is called Vibhijavada. Vibhijavada means because of this rise, because of the cessation of this cease, in this way only. The destruction of the taste bhikkhus is for those for one who knows and sees. It is not for one who does not know and does not see. This is Buddha's teaching in Sitya Samyutta Aswakriya Sutta. I only recite that sutta in Pali. Is it okay?
괜찮습니까?
Janado ham bhikkhave pasato asvanakya vadami no ajanato no apasato. Kincha bhikkhave janado ki pasato asvanakya hodi. Idam dukkani bhikkhave janado pasato asvanakya hodi. Ayam dukkha samudayoti janado pasato asvanakya hodi. Ayam dukkha nirodhoti janado pasato asvanakya hodi. Ayam dukkha nirodha gamini padipadati janado pasato asvanakya hodi. Evam ko bhikkhave janado evam pasato asvanakya hodi. Tasmadiha bhikkhave idam dukkhanti yoga karaniyo. Ayam dukkha samudayoti yoga karaniyo. Ayam dukkha nirodhoti yoga karaniyo. Ayam dukkha nirodha gamini padipadati yoga karaniyo. Buddha Sadri, Buddha Nyaswa, Sadharo Nyaswa, Viruma, Menya, Bojani, Banya, Sityo, Sudesika, Jivaji, Sika, Puni, Pive, Sukita, Kosinja, Pyani, Chanda, Jindo, Yasika, Puni, Pive, Abehi, Vive, Pape, Osen, Zon, Kali, Odo, Lodo, Godo, Nyadi, Pisanjo, Bondo, Neda, Sudabua, Aroga, Naroga, Joba, Kiwe, Jakuni, Sukita, Kosinja, Pyani, Chanda, Sika, Puni, Vata, Pija, Vasi, Gondari, Aba, Mingana, Kosi, Chanda, Ajaga, Yada, Kandi, Odo, Lodo, Mingana, Pondi, Vatu, Piva, Didri, Aba, Divada, Kandi, Gonda, Nyana, Gonda, Pondo, Dirakandu, Nyamata, Sasa, Java, Gondari, Aba, Buddha, Nivavina, Kingawa, Luda, Dumaka, Boro, Luja, Pivodo, Kandi, Odo, Lodo, Godo, Vyajindori, Brinia, Gonzika, Sida, Yudinsa, Yulia, Sida, Godo, Netaprina, Pondo, Gododi, Rania, Nyamba, Beka, Kakade, Uki, Godina, Chanda, Sida, Goni, Bondo, Sida, Vati, Gondari.